The best pets in the world. Franco Colombo, Arnold, Robbie, Sean Ray, we use dip.
Make sure you get that. Sean Ray's a fat boy.
Can't train like a boss and eat like a bird.
You're not supposed to swing. You're supposed to be strict, not on the fundamental movement.
If I don't do it right, because I don't want to.
You want to do a set?
Nah, I just watch you do it.
Lee Haney, 8-time Mr. Olympia. I give you the bust of the black prince.
Oh my goodness.
This is Robbie.
Woo!
Second place in our book is for nothing but losing.
Thank you.
Mr. Lee Haney,
All right.
8 times Mr. Olympia. Totally awesome. All right, we're at the Bruce's 24/7 hardcore gym that Mr. Lee Haney recommended. He's on his way. We're doing a little warm up. And today, we're gonna hit some chest. Let's get it. Yeah.
Yellow wall back there. We was just messing around, and
Yeah.
he said somebody. I said, "What are you doing? You can't do that."
Okay.
Anyway, so I wiped that thing out.
So I gotta share something with you.
Uh-huh.
I've been training with Charles for over 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a big proponent of decline. Like I was
Mhm.
like, I've asked him, "Hey Charles, if you can do one only, what would it be?" And he goes, "It's the most complete exercise because it hits from when you push, you hit the entire chest."
And that's true.
Yes.
But old school was always dip.
Yes.
And the best pets in the world.
Yes.
Franco Colombo,
Oh yeah.
Arnold, Robbie,
Yeah.
all of us, Sean Ray, we use dips.
Yeah.
See, when Charles first started, there was no such thing as a decline.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
And that split on Franco.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, that chest.
Incredible, man. You know, he had 2 chests on the
Yeah,
chest.
2.
One here and then one
Yeah.
up there. Dips.
Yeah.
Dips.
So,
Yeah.
special edition, Robbie Robinson. You can see the signature.
Oh,
We did
yeah.
it for the LA Fit Expo,
Yes. Uh-huh.
and it was a collaboration between him and me. So we did only 100 pairs,
Uh-huh.
and all of them went.
Oh,
and
my
I kept
goodness.
one for you.
I love it, man. Thank
Yeah.
you. And I also got the cap.
Oh yes, the
Yeah,
chef's
yeah.
cap.
In April. I gotta do
You do the
that with
grit.
my wife.
Yeah.
Cause you know, I cook though. I
Yes.
do. At the house I cook.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put the deal on
Yes.
and all of that,
When
you
the
know.
weather's good,
Yeah.
barbecue's on.
That's right. That's my bud. I love Robbie, man. Golly. When I was a kid growing up, man, I had pictures of him on my wall. I even made a t-shirt, painted my own t-shirt of Robbie.
I saw somewhere you said you got an autograph.
I got $1
$1.
that I had
That he
done.
signed it?
Yeah, back in, you can barely see the signature now. He signed it back in 1983. That's how old this dollar is, man.
That's a good omen because
Yeah.
then you won the Olympia.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Sure did.
So we're gonna hit some chest.
Yep. We'll hit some chest.
And-
Do you like barbell or dumbbell?
I'm a
You like
I'm
the bar?
dumbbell guy,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
But
perfect.
look, you're the master.
No.
I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn.
I love dumbbells. I love dumbbells too. I
found
haven't
that
used a bar it's been a long time.
Whenever I use a bar, I feel something's wrong in the shoulders.
Yeah.
And whenever I use a dumbbell, I get a better.
Yeah.
It just fits right.
It does. Because that is not a natural movement.
Yes.
Nobody push anything like that. We push like this.
Yes.
And that's a dumbbell.
So
Function. Remember I talked about it yesterday?
Absolutely.
So we always start with the flat one first, okay? So Space, that belt you have on, that's specially made belt?
Specially
made.
made.
It's a belt company or something?
Yeah, it's called Crown.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I think Chris Samir, he uses it too, I think.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
they do special
they
belts.
make custom belts, and I love the quality.
Okay.
Like I've been giving them to my clients
Okay.
for their birthdays, and they love them because it's custom. And I gotta show you something. Now you can feel the quality.
Oh yeah, look at it. I can see the quality.
Check this out.
Oh yeah, that's good.
It's nicely padded. And here's another cool thing. You start putting magnets.
Oh, really?
So this, you know how it kind of flaps out?
Yeah.
This thing just
It
snaps
stays
on
in.
top.
Oh wow.
Right? Genius.
Man, it is so cool.
And you can, write something inside.
And they're located where?
Oh, that's a great question. I think it's Arizona, but don't quote me. But I'll give you the contact.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
And
Because I like to have something special made for the Lee Haney games.
there you go. Oh, that would be great.
Give out to the contestants.
That would be perfect.
I was hoping, man, I couldn't get out of my house because the power kept going out.
Yeah.
That's why I had to drive my Olympia. That's my work. That's my truck where I haul trash and stuff.
We're driving here, and then traffic lights were off. I'm like, oh my God, I hope there is light in the gym.
All right, my man.
So, first set, warm up. Is there a rep range that you do on the first set?
Number about 10. Very good.
Well, there is natural light. So even if it cuts out.
I love this gym here.
Yeah.
For that.
Because I hear the music cutting off because the power is going off.
Right. And I do, like when I have some of my guys, I have them pose natural lighting.
Awesome.
Much better,
Yes.
Okay, that's first set. Now let me ask you, do you have a superset?
Yeah.
What do you do on chest day?
So chest day, I go straight through all the chest exercises. I actually start with a fly.
But what do you do though? That's the only body part you do on chest day?
I finish it, so I would say 70% is chest. Then I finish off with tricep or bicep. Maybe I do 3 months with a bicep because it's rested.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then to mix it up, I put the tricep and then I do abs. So that's a chest day.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
You were talking about supersetting.
Yeah.
Do your superset.
Okay, so let's do let's go with a dumbbell curl.
Dumbbell curl, 20.
Yeah, 20 is good.
And when
we
you're
talk
curling,
about 8 reps.
When you're curling, are you?
I just go here.
Do you keep it open?
Oh, I just come straight up, man.
Okay, right here.
That's it.
But you don't keep it open like down here the whole time. Okay.
No, yeah, I keep it open like that. This is what you're saying.
Okay, so you start to finish.
Just like a barbell curl.
Got like a gotcha.
So that's your mass movement.
Gotcha.
There we go. Let's set it down. So I like supersetting. That way, I'm able to utilize my time better.
I love it.
And you got push-pull going on. Then I do a set of seated leg raises in between. So I'm hitting chest, biceps, abs.
I love it.
Then I roll back through chest, biceps, stretch.
I haven't done this in a long time. This type of training. I just one body part, then I do the same workout, I do the other one.
Yeah. So I'll give one rep while I'm training the other one.
I love it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you're able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's stretch them out. Just turn the hands away, like the palms away, like that.
I'm a lightweight. I'm 155 pounds.
You're Frank Zane type of thing.
Kind of, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, when you said you modeled your physique, I remember you said Arnold, Robbie, Frank, and Ed Corney.
That's right.
So for me, it was always Frank.
Yeah.
because it was achievable.
That's right.
He wasn't big, and I'm a small guy.
Yeah.
So I was like, Frank, it is.
That's
And
it.
it's a beautiful physique too.
It is.
So.
It was only one like Frank.
There's one Frank.
When I trained Evander, he only did 5 to 7 reps.
Yes.
See, he was similar to you. So just like I talked about the chicken.
Yes.
5, 6, 8 reps.
Check,
then
check,
he's in
check.
the tree. Check.
Yes. I used to teach spinning. You know spinning? It's a cycling class.
Oh yeah.
So we did a charity ride in LA.
Uh-huh.
And guess who showed up? Evander.
Really?
Yeah, there's Evander. That's me.
That's cool.
And that's a
man.
mutual friend, Alex Chris. I think
Okay.
he brought him over. And yeah, so I met Evander 10 years ago.
Was he in the race too?
It was a charity ride.
Oh,
so you
yeah,
just
okay,
had to
yeah,
pedal.
yeah. Oh,
it was
yeah.
like a 5-hour, he rode for like probably an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got his cardio in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the story about Evander. I'm like, I met Evander.
He's unique, man.
Curls.
Yeah. Let's put some butt into it. Lean back. Come back lean.
Okay.
And check. Don't think too much about squeezing at the top.
Oh, I see. You wanna
come up.
You wanna check it?
Don't have to be super fast either. Going about 8 reps. You almost, when it's talk about your mass building movement, you also want to think almost like power there. So. Check. You notice with all powerlifters, there's always do explosive movement.
Yes.
And I mean, you've developed a very nice physique.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with that kind of rhythm that you're
Yes.
doing. But when you're stimulating fast 55, you never see a powerlifter. Now we get to your, like a preacher curl, that's different.
Yes.
Or your concentration curl, that's different.
So the mass builders are explosive.
You go.
Understood. Because
Like
I
powerlifters, big old traps and big everything.
yeah.
So that fundamental movement that we grab from their sport.
I've been focusing so much on the connection that when I explode, I lose it. So I'm like, is that a bad thing?
That's not a bad thing. You're still in control though.
Yes.
Still in control.
Gotcha.
You know, always rhythmic movements are going to be more isolating and more connected. With explosive, you still connected.
Yes. I like how everything is nice and sturdy, like the bench is bolted in the floor.
Yeah.
There is no rolling or moving.
around. And if time you say, okay, I want to push the team, you can do that.
Yep. Okay.
But for what you want to accomplish by adding more muscle size,
Yes.
you're not going to get fat.
Yes.
That's not going to happen to you.
Yeah.
You just eat crazy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But so 7 reps, 8 reps is good. Even if you did 5,
Yes.
you're still going to grow.
Yeah.
You know.
That feels really good.
Pause at the bottom. Pause at the bottom.
Here.
Pause. Slow.
There.
Yeah, that's it. So sometimes in the last couple of reps get crazy, then you use your butt.
Got you.
It's okay to swing.
Get a little dirty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not no when you're here. I've done stuff on the YouTube and you hear some of the amateurs talking about you're not supposed to swing, you're supposed to be straight. Not on the fundamental movements.
Yes.
Supposed to explode.
I don't know if you remember, there was a video with City Fletcher. they were calling him out. He wasn't doing a strict curl.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was like, I can do it if I want to.
That's right.
He was cursing.
If I don't do it right, because I don't want to.
Now let's launch to the left, launch to the right. Let's stretch it.
Okay.
Because I like to stretch in between sets too.
Yes.
Now launch to the right here. Left. Center.
You don't necessarily stretch the muscle you're working on. Like you don't like stretch the chest, only the chest. You stretch
Chest is gonna be stretched anyway.
I see.
If I need a little extra, then I would. But Jimmy is always stretching the biceps, stretching the triceps, stretching the back. Chest is a stretch anyway.
Yes.
As you do your negative, you're stretching.
Yeah.
That's what Kevin was on to his head.
What was he
Kevin
doing?
was only doing 65-pound dumbbell.
Okay.
He was coming down and he wanted to get an extra stretch. Snap!
Oh, I see.
See, that's why you have to stay in line with your body natural mechanics.
Yes.
If it says it's far enough, it's far enough. Don't say, oh no, I'm gonna alter the point and go deeper. Something bad happens
Yes.
every time. And it's always on the negative.
Yeah, so I was referring more to stretching between sets.
Oh,
Like when I
like-
was
like what we
like
just
yeah,
did?
like when I
Oh.
was talking to Frank, saying he said in between each set you do a set of chest, stretch the back.
Yeah,
That's his philosophy.
Yeah.
Give it a little extra.
Shoulders, I do that with shoulders,
Yeah.
back. I don't do it with chest as much unless I need to.
Okay,
But
I see.
Well, I do it with my shoulders.
Yeah.
But with chest, I don't as much.
Yeah.
Because with shoulders, you're pretty much working the chest anyway. Going
It's already
here,
stretching.
you're always stretching.
When you're training, what do? You just drink water or you drink something?
I drink water.
Okay, you're a water guy.
Yeah. You know, that's what we did during that time. We didn't have cold drink.
You didn't have any colored water.
We didn't have no cold water. Gatorade. We didn't use that. Let's now move to incline. I remember the day when I went up there, I would go up to like 120, 130 pounds.
Yeah.
Now 35 feels good to me.
I did hundreds one time for 6 reps.
Woo!
And never again. I'm like, I felt it in my shoulders.
Yeah. For
I didn't
what
feel anything in my
reason,
chest.
You know what I mean?
That was I was done with the ego lift.
You're not doing all those high rep stuff, man. My rep would be a little bit higher than yours at 10. You know, because
Yes.
I'm more metamorph.
Yes.
You're more on the ecto
Yeah.
side, you know, so.
I believe I turned my body into ecto because I'm an endo.
You was a fat man.
I was a
one
fat
time?
boy.
When you were,
A kid.
who were you as a kid?
Yeah. So what I do is I watch my food a lot. I do my cardio daily.
So you was a fat boy going
Yeah.
on through middle school and high school?
Well, I was an athlete. I turned into an athlete. My sport was cycling. And I
Oh.
leaned out,
Mm-hmm.
but naturally, I feel like I see a loaf of bread and I'm getting fat. So, like you say I got your book, endo should stick with lower calorie.
Yeah.
Well, the ecto and the meso, they just burn it out. They can go, they can handle way more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very cautious with my food. I eat, like this morning was 2 eggs and a bowl of oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
I was even too cautious with my carbs to a point where, okay, so this is funny. The last 2 people I've trained with, I trained with Samir in December.
Okay, yeah.
So he was actually when you did your first Olympia, right? And I show up and he goes, I hope you ate today. And I said, yeah, I had 2 rice cakes.
Oh,
With
no,
me.
he said, "That's not
He looked
food."
at me.
That's not food.
He's like, you're wasting your workout. He's like, you brought a gun, but you have no ammo. You can
Exactly,
shoot, but
yeah.
nothing's coming out.
Nothing's
So-
coming out.
If you don't train with high carb, you're wasting your time.
I see.
It's like going to war with no ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have bullet in your gun, you're not gonna shoot to kill. You're not. You have 1 bullet, you boom, and then done, you get killed. You gotta have full magazine.
I'm shooting blanks today. This is me as a kid, but I've been chubbier than this. So I have a chubbier picture.
Okay.
But this
Would
is
you like that because your parents fattened you up, or
my
you just
grandma.
You gave
She
you everything
was-
to eat? Oh, she was a big lady.
She was a big lady.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not enough. More.
Yeah.
And my cheeks were like swollen.
Grandma to do a job on you. Let's go with the bicep, incline bicep curls now.
Okay.
And I like to have it a little bit inclined.
Okay. Yeah.
Put more
Give it a little
stress on the head.
Yes.
Not so much the stretch, but the head.
So
So you should never fully extend at the bottom. You should always stay
keep a little
curled
tension.
just a little, yeah. Because the goal is to train the
I grabbed 20s.
bicep head. Fat boys do 20 and all that stuff.
Yes.
That ain't you. That's a Sean Ray. Make sure you get that. Sean Ray's a fat boy.
We gotta cut that out and put it out.
Hey, send it to me. I want to tell him in person.
Sean, you're in trouble, Sean.
Yeah, send it to the fat boy, Sean Ray.
So I was paying so much attention to being low carb, low fat, so I can stay lean,
Yeah.
that I came in and trained with Samir flat.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, get that oatmeal in.
Yeah.
So since I trained with him, I've been adding the oatmeal, and I'm definitely fuller, yet still lean.
Yeah.
But I need that for the, as you say, you need glycogen in your muscle.
You gotta have it, man.
Otherwise,
And that's the deal. If you don't have the right amount there,
Yeah.
you're just hard training and saying, "Oh, okay, muscle, let's grow."
yeah,
But then the body says, well, where's the food?
yeah. Where's the fuel?
Where's the, yeah, that's right. It don't grow without, and I learned, like, say, as I was saying in the seminar, you can't train like a horse and eat like a bird.
Yes.
But just make sure it's good quality eating that'll give you quality muscle
Absolutely.
size. You're not gonna be fat. You're a fat burning machine now. Remember, check marking don't mean 8 million pounds either.
Yes.
Okay? You're strong. What happened there?
Oh, skin cancer. It was a mole. And I went to the doctor. He shaved off the mole, sent it to the lab. He goes, positive, we gotta cut. So the way they do it, I lost my grandpa to skin cancer. So I was like,
really?
I better check my moles.
On top of that, yeah.
And I went and checked it. And the guy goes, yeah, we gotta dig and clean up the area. So I went back, he started digging, sewed me up, and then he checked the margins. He goes, it's clean, you're good now. But now every
You
six
stay on top of your blood.
now
work.
every 6 months,
Yeah.
besides the blood work, I go, he checks for new moles.
Mm-hmm.
So the way they check, if you have a mole and it starts changing shape or color, then it's risky.
Yeah.
And I had a mole that started becoming reddish. It was brown, started turning red. He goes, let me check it. I did not tear my pack from hundreds.
Oh, okay.
Curls, 25?
Yeah. This is more rhythmic. Mind and the muscle connect. Your last set was perfect.
Pause on top or on the bottom?
At the top. Control a little bit more on the way down. And then we're going to go 2 half reps. Right? Half reps.
So what do
Come
we
on,
do? Here?
No, come on up from there.
Okay, and now?
No.
Half-
Stop. Back up. Squeeze. Slow.
Oh, I see. Halfway down, then they go up?
Back up. Slow. Squeeze. Don't
Oh, I
curl.
see.
Don't curl. Squeeze. Squeeze. That's it. Good. When you bring it half that way, after you do, if you're going to do 8,
Yes.
you do, 5 or so,
Yeah.
then you come half. The last one has got to be real slow. Squeeze.
Yes.
That's forcing more and more blood in the head of the bicep.
I mean, the tension is
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. You go half, squeeze. Squeeze.
Love it.
Yeah. You plan on hitting the show?
Say it again? No. Never.
You thought about it?
My thing is not,
Not so much.
it's never been competition. I love learning.
Yeah.
Because I'm a trainer. So what happens for me is I come and see you, or I go see Frank, and my clients are excited. Like, what did he teach you?
Yeah.
Because I have clients that love to train chest.
Okay.
So I've been telling a couple of my clients that love to train chest, like, I'm going to learn from the best.
Okay.
And they're all excited. It's like, okay. So I do it, you know, it's almost like it's selfish. I do it for myself. But then I also share it with my clients.
That's good.
And then I filmed a few videos like with Charles and Robbie, and people love it. It's like, share more. So then I started filming some stuff with people that I like you. And it's some of the things that line up, it's crazy. I got a comment on one of my videos, hey, have you ever considered training with Vince Taylor? I'm like, no, but now that you said it, I'm gonna put him on my list.
Yeah. Do some biceps with Vince.
So that's what we, so check this out. I'm walking out of golf and I see Mr. Olympia 1991. It's you, Dorian, and Vin.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, it's a sign. So I take a picture and I DM him on Instagram. And I'm like, Vince, where do you live? I need to get a workout with you. I just saw you on the wall in golf. He replies the next day, he goes, I'm in Kissimmee, Florida.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, I've never heard about Kissimmee, so I Google it. I'm like,
It's near Disney World.
it's right next to Orlando.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to Florida, but I'll hit you up when I go.
Mm-hmm.
The day after, I train one of my clients on the wealthier side, has a jet. He goes, we cannot train this weekend, I'm off to Boca Raton, which is Florida. I'm like, you got an extra seat? He goes, I did. I go, text Vince, Saturday 9 a.m.? He goes, I'll see you Saturday. In 5 days from the message on the video to training with Ben. I went and trained, we train biceps, we train arms.
I train almost like an old man. I don't go too heavy. I focus on
I
contraction.
don't either, man. Hey, that's smart. That's doing, when you do check mark training, you don't have to use 8 million pounds. Yeah, you don't have to tie yourself up to get results.
Yeah.
I never did. That's why I'm still standing
I love
at
it.
65. That's it.
Go more or
No, that's it. See, and when you're spotting someone,
Yes.
if they want to do some forced reps, just make sure they check out of the bottle.
I see.
Then they still grow.
Yes.
But I see these goofy trainers, they have 2 fingers on the thing. Come on, the guy's kicking and spitting and legs all in that. Come on. No growth in that. All you're doing is tearing your joints up. So if you're gonna go heavy on a spot, make sure they explode. Have your hands there so it's coming down on a bench or dumbbell. They still can explode. You help them out at the top. Explodes, ease out.
Yes.
Explode, ease out.
So it's almost like the body knew I don't do 60s
Yeah.
anymore. And
Yeah.
it's like, up, this is new.
You knew.
Not used to it
Stimulating on the
anymore.
annihilate, right?
Yep, that's it.
There we go. Mind of the muscle connection. Come on. 2 more. Come on. That's it. Good stuff. Mind of the muscle connection, baby.
Love it.
Good stuff.
It just rolls on the
right.
tongue.
Yep.
Awesomely.
Awesome. Let's
Stretch.
go right over left, left over right. Keep the SI joints nice and loose.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, both legs together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Good stuff.
Awesome.
All right. Dips.
Let's go. So you're doing machine dips or are you doing dips?
Real dips.
Dips. Okay.
Dip. I use machine dips. No, what I do, I self-spot myself.
Okay.
Because notice it's got a little rack here.
Oh.
So
yeah.
when I do, even on the dip assist,
Yes.
I don't use it's got a place where you put your footing.
Yes.
So I'll help myself. I give my
see.
own
It's almost
self-resistance.
your own self-spotter.
Yeah. 8 Mr. Olympia competitions.
Yeah.
Shoulders ain't the
Takes a
same.
toll. No.
It takes a toll. So
Yeah.
You just want to be smart, at least I do,
Yeah.
and not bring an injury to myself. I'm blessed to still be able to do this.
One of the main words that stays with my mind, like with you, is longevity. You said in the seminar,
That's it.
and it's almost like I'm looking for guys that master the longevity, because that's what I want to teach.
That's it.
So when you told me,
Longevity,
hey, I got no pain, there's
Yeah.
no injuries, I'm like, that's the teacher
that's the
right
key
there.
right there, man.
Because as you said it, these days everybody's just tearing
Everybody
stuff
toe
up.
up, man. Yep.
Am I facing in or out?
I like facing out
Facing
because I
out.
can use my feet.
Okay, you can put your feet
Yeah.
here.
So that's like my self spot.
Now, do you put your elbows out,
No.
elbows close?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah. So
cross.
that's better aligns itself with natural
so
function.
bring it down how much?
Yeah. Right there.
Here and
Yeah.
explode.
Yeah. Head up. There we go. One more. Well, that's it, baby. Woo, that's good stuff. That's the real deal there.
You want to do a set?
Nah, I just watch you do it. Today is Sunday.
We don't dip on Sunday.
We don't dip on Sundays.
Dips. I thought I'll be tired, but the chest is still fresh.
It's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Very good. You know, that's the way a workout should be. I watch a lot of people when they train, they repeat exercises.
Yeah.
They'll do a press. Okay, now I'm going to do a hammer press. Then they go do incline. Now I'm going to do a hammer incline. Oh, wait a minute. Do one or the other.
Yeah.
If you're working that particular muscle group,
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
Don't go back and repeat it again.
Yes.
Because as I said in the seminar, it's better to undertrain than to overtrain.
Yes.
That's what happens. Most athletes, they overtrain. They tear their joints up.
Save something in the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stimulate, don't annihilate.
One of the reasons why I've been sticking to lighter weight is because I keep the connection. And whenever there's a connection, joints never hurt.
The joints never hurt.
Because it's all
you're
in the
working
muscle.
That's right.
So I like the soreness. I don't like the soreness in the joints.
That's right.
Because that's the bad one.
That's the bad one. Never
That's-
know.
that's
That
the-
never ends well.
No. How much do you rest in between sets? Like if you're doing
I'll
this.
stretch, launch to the
Okay.
left, launch to the right. I'll
Okay.
do a set of seated leg raises. Then I come back to the next deal.
I see.
That's why I do it. It's probably about a minute.
I see.
Yeah, something like that.
And so far, the way you dissected the chest, we started with the flat. So it's more like the middle. Then
Flat.
we went incline, upper.
That's right.
And this one hits
the
lower.
bottom. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about a dip though. It starts here,
Yeah.
then it goes here, here, here. Charles is correct, but the decline sort of emulates
Yes.
a dip,
Totally.
but it's not as deep with fiber, hitting all fiber,
Yes.
Because whenever you move it, you're going this, you're not moving.
It's almost like isolated.
Exactly.
Charles,
Yeah, he's a master
he's
now.
an engineer.
Yeah, he's an
So
engineer.
he knows the mechanics of the
Yeah.
body, and that's why he comes out with all these like
Yeah.
different body
Sure do.
positions.
He studies. He's a master at it. Here we go, baby. Head up, baby. So yeah, working them traps too. Stay connected. Well, there we go. And at times, man, you can always, particularly going into the second or third set, you can add weight. You can add weight to your dip.
little weighted belt.
Yeah, a little weighted belt. So that helps you add a little bit more
Lower
stress
shelf.
to the lower pec.
I see.
Yeah.
I've gone through so many different workout programs. There was a period of 6 months I was just doing weighted pull-ups and weighted dips. So I was pyramiding. I would go only 5 reps. My goal was to hit 5 reps. And on the weighted, I started with like 50, then I went up to 55, 60. I got up to 80 pounds hanging for 5 reps.
But pull-ups.
My goal was to hit pull-ups.
Oh, that's great. man.
My goal was to hit 90 for 5. I never reached it in the time
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
set, but I hit my goal for chest. My goal was to hit 5 with the hundreds, and I got to 6 reps.
Oh, that's good,
And
man.
and then I stopped.
That's
I
good.
was like,
Yeah, you gotta be
this
careful,
body's not
'cause
made
I
for
pulled,
100.
I pulled my lats. You know, when I was at probably about 265, 270, which was heavy for me.
Yeah.
You know, I got pregnant along with my wife. You know, she was expecting, I was expecting too.
Yeah.
So I had a pull in my lats, you know, from doing chin-ups.
I see.
You know, I started
Weighted chin-ups or just body?
No, just my body weight.
You were
was
carrying a
heavy.
little extra.
Yeah, I was carrying extra, you know.
Yeah.
And I always had wide lats, so I didn't need that.
Yes.
But I didn't need to be weighing that much either. I never allowed my weight to get up.
I'm
there again.
amazed when you said you started your prep at 8%.
Yeah.
I mean, how does the body work, the joints at 8%? I mean, that for me is just
On the
like
3 on off 1.
Okay.
You had
So
to have
got
the
that
right. You had to have the
Nice.
right training system.
Yes.
And then after being, I was gone for like 8 weeks on a particular 3 on off 1. Then I would go to the 3-day power circuit. Give
After the
myself 2 weeks
competition.
of that or either after just regular training.
Oh, I see.
You know, during the year. So you
Gotcha.
still got to cycle
So you
on and
cycle
off.
3
on off 1
off
to
and
the
then
3-day power
For
circuit.
how long? For like 8
Monday-
12 weeks?
Oh no, probably about 2 weeks.
No. The 3
3.
on, 1 off.
Oh yeah, that's about 8 weeks.
8 weeks, and
Yeah,
then you go
8
to
to 10
power.
weeks. Then I go to the 3-day power
I
circuit.
see. And that's-
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
And then
So they
when-
gave the joints, 7 days between,
Yes.
workouts.
Then Olympia comes around. You do 8
3
weeks
on off 1.
and you do the 6 on the last 4 weeks.
No, I stopped doing
Oh, you
6.
stopped.
I
Yes.
stopped it all. I learned
Yes.
because I wasn't a fat boy.
Yeah.
6 straight is
Yeah.
that's not you.
Yes.
It's not me. It's not you because your body fat
Yeah.
is
low.
under
You
control.
don't-
It's low.
I understand.
Mine was low.
Yeah.
My mistake was using the straight 6 because I had learned that. So I figured that's where it need to be.
Yes.
When I learned better, I just stayed on the 3 on
1 off.
off 1. I stayed fuller, felt better, no joint problems.
Yeah.
And that's the ticket for me.
You know, I feel like in today's pro world, their goal is to get down to 8% for the day of the Olympia.
Yeah,
And you're starting at 8.
yeah. They don't train as frequent either.
Yeah.
They have longer rest periods between body parts.
Yes. Yeah, you
So-
said it. They don't combine.
So it lacks the quality
And the look.
and the look. Control on the way down, then explode. There we go. Check. 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 There we go. See, as you're coming down, you check out the bottom, it still should be a sharp V. If it starts to turn to a U, that's mean, okay, it's time to stop the set. Or you just self-spot yourself. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It turned to a U real quick
Yeah.
with me these days. So
love
that's
it.
why my legs kick in. I start self-spotting myself.
You know, I love that it mixes my routine. I
Yeah.
do dips every time, but I do the machine. I pyramid there. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
start stacking, but it's a machine.
Yeah.
It's not the body.
Yeah.
And I used to love these.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I switch routines and then you forget about them.
Yeah.
I got to bring them back
These are
in.
good, man. If you want to do the machine every so often, then
Yeah.
okay, that's cool too. So now, one thing you can also do too, because we went here, here, here.
Yes.
You can finish up with a nice
fly.
dumbbell fly.
Let's do it.
That fly sort of ties everything together.
Mm-hmm. Completes the picture.
Mm-hmm.
You fly on a flat?
Yeah. Not on the incline. Yeah, I did some incline as I got closer to a show,
I see.
but off season I always stay flat
Yeah.
on the fly. Come here, squeeze, rhythmic squeeze, no explosive. The press,
Yes, that's a V.
that's the V. Check mark. Fly,
Control.
squeeze, mind and muscle connection. Squeeze,
Got it.
bringing out that quality. All right.
So open the
Mm-hmm.
elbows out
Mm-hmm.
here.
Yep. And squeeze.
Oh, I see. Give it a little twist.
Mm-hmm. Squeeze. Stay connected. You're talking 8 to 10 reps on these. Don't check at the bottom. That's it. Squeeze. Perfect. Squeeze. Woo, baby. Yeah. Let's grab another set of seated leg raises.
Yeah.
So I don't like downtime in between sets.
There is no
I'm
downtime.
always doing something.
Yeah, I see.
So I mean, I'm out of the gym most of the time about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I never hang around the gym for no hour. People say, I train for 2 hours. Yeah. You going to the water fountain and peeing. You know, you're really not training. You know, what you call training is not training.
Yeah. There's training
Wasting
and there's
time.
training.
That's right. Grab me that, darling, on the fly. I like to catch one of these.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we get ready to move into the dumbbell fly. For you amateurs, make sure you check this form and technique out, okay? All right, Tracy, let's go, my man. All right. Goal is always to train to stimulate, not annihilate. Now, the dumbbell fly is a rhythmic movement, not an explosive movement like a flat dumbbell press. Okay, so the mind and the muscle connection got to be there. Muscle squeeze at the top. There we go. Flex. There we go. Flex. Doesn't require a lot of weight either. There we go. Take focus and concentration. There we go. We're talking 8 to 10 reps. Perfect. How many is that? 2?
8.
You got to watch these trainers, man. There we go.
9.
Come on, one more. Perfect. Good stuff. Good stuff. See, the other thing too, you don't have to do 8 million reps, particularly with this type of physique. You're talking more ectomorphic, not mesomorphic. So 8 million reps is not necessary. All right. That was number 3.
Number
2. Yeah.
We did 20s, 30s. You think we should go 35s or 40?
You handled that pretty good.
Yeah, that was good. Should I do another set of leg raises?
Yeah.
In between?
Yeah. See, sometimes I go from here, that'll go to vertical leg raise, but the pads is not.
I see.
He's having that one reworked now.
I see. Yeah.
But I would go from here either there.
Sometimes, you know what I actually like to do? I do hanging.
Hanging leg raise.
Hanging leg raises.
I did that when I was younger.
So we did a training.
Hanging is real good. Slow it down some.
Slow it and squeeze it on top.
Flex. Flex. Talking 12 to 15. There we go. Woo, good stuff. Good stuff. But you know, I can tell your development is real good. Let's do a double bicep.
Okay. So open it up here.
Good development. I can tell you've elongated your lats. So your training methodology has been very, very good. Of course, Robbie, Frank Zane, Samir, you know, here we are with me. You know what you're doing.
This is a little bit of Frank.
Yeah, that's it. Now let's see you hit a lat spread.
Oh,
okay.
Man. So I'm not a bodybuilder, so I don't know how to. I've never done posing, but
yeah, there we go. That's good. Very good. And again, I like your development. So your training has been right on spot. It's the name of the game. All right. Good stuff, man.
We did a training video with Robbie, and he decided to pull up his shirt on hanging leg raises. And he did it with a vacuum.
Wow, he did it with a vacuum?
And let me tell you, everybody went crazy when they saw it.
Of course they did.
Because he was skin over muscle and 78. And I'm like,
thin.
Thin.
That's discipline, man. That's lifestyle.
We eat like
Robbie's always been that way. I've never seen Robbie out of shape, ever. Nobody's ever seen Robbie out of shape. He and Albert Beckles are 2 of my favorites. As far as never being out of shape conditioning. Of course, Frank Zane. That era of bodybuilders was just unique.
Totally.
You know, if they couldn't flex it, they wouldn't carry it. You know, last set, best set.
Here we go.
40 is a good chunk of change.
Make it count.
You're rocking and rolling. This is good stuff. All right, here we go. Last set, best set. Here we go. One rep at a time, baby. One more. Come on. Yeah, good stuff. Woo! Very good.
Appreciate you, brother.
That's good.
Thank you so
good
much.
Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Wow. Good form, good technique. Strong, too.
Thank you.
Very, very strong. What's
Thank
your
you.
body weight now?
155. For me, I want to inspire my clients because that's my job. I'm a trainer in LA.
Yeah. And you look like one, too. A real trainer. Some of them just don't look it.
You know, in my mind, I tell myself, I want to make other trainers look they're my clients. That's the standard I set up for myself. And I always stay in shape.
Yeah.
So when I train my clients, I want to inspire them because it's usually what they see that attracts them to the result.
Yeah.
And
well, you're doing a heck of a job, Bubba.
I'm not training bodybuilders. So that's why I never wanted to get big.
Yeah.
I train regular people that want to be healthy and look a little better.
There you go.
So, but I like to learn from the best. On my second day, I moved to LA. I got my membership at Gold's.
Okay.
So I knew where I was gonna learn.
Yeah.
Get my chops.
There you
it was
go.
At Gold. And that's how it started. And here we are, almost like 20 years later, still learning.
Wow. Well, you look great, man. What's your age?
I'm 44.
That's good stuff.
Hanging
man.
in there.
Do you ever see John?
Reg Parks.
Yeah.
So he lives in the Palisades, and he lost his house.
Oh man.
I don't know him personally, but I know he was there, and I think there was another friend of mine, Carlos. Shout out to Carlos. He reached out. John told him, and he created like a donation thing because he lost all the memorabilia from his dad.
Oh my goodness.
In the fire, and that's
That's
devastating.
rough. Yeah.
It's that's life.
It's life.
You just never know what's gonna happen.
You sure
You
don't.
never know.
You know, just pray and ask God to continue to strengthen you and point you in the right direction, and He always comes through. I mean, He tells us we can't take any of these things with us when we die anyway.
No.
So enjoy them while we have them, and
that's right.
You know, focus on life beyond this life.
Yeah.
You know, eternal life in Jesus Christ.
I heard the key to longevity is just don't die.
That's right. That's right.
I'm like, okay.
This may finally fade away, but that inner man, that inner spirit, don't die. It never died.
Yeah.
You know. But all right, my man.
Thank you.
Great workout.
I have one more question for you. Do you think, so last year, Arnold Classic went up to, was it 500? You gave us 500,000?
I think it was 5.
Yeah.
As you know, the winning prize for the Olympia is 400,000, and I don't feel obliged anymore with the rules. So we're gonna go up to $500,000 for the winner next year.
And then Olympia went to 600.
Yeah.
First place, 600,000. I am not a person to go ahead and tell you what I'm going to do next year. I'll tell you what we're doing this year. And today, this is what we're doing, okay?
Do you think Arnold's going to give out $1 million this year?
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me.
I don't
You know, Arnold is, you know, he's competitive in every sense of the word.
Yes.
He likes to be,
he likes to compete.
He likes to compete and stand on top of the mountain.
Yes.
So, and you know, he bleeds bodybuilders' blood.
Yes.
So he wants what's best for the athletes.
Totally.
He wants to see them prosper in their hard work and sacrifice. So hopefully that will happen. You know, I've seen Jake Wood, he stepped to the plate. So we'll
that's
see.
another billionaire. I think Arnold goes to 1.
Yeah.
This guy, he can go to 2. It's nothing for him.
Yeah.
And then the only person benefiting is the athlete, which is
That's right.
which is perfect.
It's a good thing, man. You know, the life of the athlete is short.
Yeah.
You know, you have your time in the sun, and
Oh yeah.
and while you're in the sun, you have to make good decisions
Make it
concerning your financials and that sort of
Yes.
deal, because you're not going to be young forever.
Yes.
I always tell athletes that, listen, you know, I got 8 Mr. Olympia trophies. I
Yes.
can't eat any of them.
Yeah.
So my mindset from day one was to create a way to derive income from the sport of bodybuilding.
Yes.
And as prize money goes as it does, that guys need to, you know, educate themselves or be in a
Yes.
position to get education as it relates to how to invest properly.
Yes.
That's another subject. I'm working on something now with several of the top athletes concerning that.
Mm-hmm.
But you never see that being discussed.
No.
It need to. And so
Financial literacy.
That's right. That
Oh.
needs to happen, you know. As a young bodybuilder, even before I won the Mr. Olympia, I started investing in real estate.
Yes.
I read about and saw what Arnold had did
Yes.
as well. You know, that's a great idea. So I followed those lines, and you know, I first made my first $1 million in real estate investments.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So as a result, here we are today. You know.
Somebody says the trail and just follow the footsteps.
There you go.
I love it.
There you go.
So,
All right, my man.
Hold on. Thank you so much.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Lee Haney,
All right.
8 times Mr. Olympia. Totally awesome. Training chest. That was
All right.
amazing.
Yes, it
Thank
was.
you. Appreciate
Great
you, brother.
student.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great
Appreciate it.
trainer. All right.
Thank you. I almost forgot. Where's your phone? I want to show him the message. So Robbie filmed a message for you.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Wow.
Hold on. This is Robbie.
Lee Haney, 8-time Mr. Olympia, I give you the bust of the Black Prince, the first bust of the Black Prince.
Oh my goodness.
So we brought you something.
Is that for real? Oh my goodness.
This is Robbie.
Woo!
Signed for
This
8
is
times Mr.
great. This is great. Wow. Absolutely incredible.
You got
My
the
man, the Prince.
got the fro, the Fu Manchu.
Wow. And the way it should have always been.
Yeah. And
Close.
the peaks.
Wow. This is absolutely amazing.
There he is, the Black
This is
Prince.
beautiful. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you.